Oh, any door I knock, you open. Incredible, incredible God, incredible God. You are incredible God, incredible God, oh, incredible God. Extraordinary strategy. Hey, hey. Impossibility specialist. You are seated in heaven. You made the earth your footstool. Incredible God. You are incredible God. Incredible God. Incredible God.
Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Francine Sam Aya. I am so happy and so excited to be before you all. Today I'm going to do a teaching on how to bounce back from a setback. Like many of you, I have had some setbacks in life, and I want to bring to you tools or lessons that I've learned from dealing with a setback and how to bounce back from that. Okay, so I hope you are relaxed. I hope you're excited about this. Everyone goes through a setback. Everyone has encountered or will encounter a setback in life. You don't have to be a perfect human being. You don't have to be from a particular background to encounter or to face a setback. Every single one of us have setbacks. Being in a marriage, in a business, in raising children, in dealing with just life in general, you will face a setback. So let's talk about how to bounce back from that. Well, I want to start off by saying that a moment of setback does not define the course of your life. It's just a moment that you're dealing with. It's just an episode in your life. So I want you to look at it from that place. Whereas this is not setting me back so that I don't move forward in life ever, but this is just a hiccup along the way, like something that wants to deter you from your path, from where you're supposed to be going, from what you're supposed to be doing. But it's not going to stop me from getting there. All right, let's get that clear. So don't feel like because you've encountered a setback that everything else will not work out in your life. That's a lie. We need to address that. Okay. Now I want to talk about the first thing that we're going to discuss on here is how to identify or acknowledge what that setback is. That's the first step, towards bouncing out from that place, or coming out of that space and having a bounce back. Is acknowledging your pain or acknowledging what that setback really is. Some people are like they're numb to what what they're going through. They want to numb themselves. They want to numb themselves with substances. They want to They want to numb themselves with with just things in life where they don't want to face the challenge. They don't want to face the issue, the problem. And I say don't numb yourself. Face it, feel it, because as you face it, as you feel it, you're going to have the courage to come out of it, because no one wants to feel like not all that great. No one wants to feel inadequate. No one wants to feel stuck. No one wants to feel hurt. No one wants to feel abused. But you need to understand what that is. Okay. It's so important. And many people love the idea of having it all, but forgetting that life does not promise you victories or seasons of winning without conquering a challenge or a battle. The Bible says that many are the afflictions of the righteous, but God will deliver you from them all. So God knows that you're going to face challenges in life. You're going to face setbacks. You're going to face issues that you need to deal with. And when I say deal with, you need to identify them and then bring it before God. That's what I do most of the time. Anytime I'm faced with a challenge, I know it's bigger than me, because I'm not wired to be like this. God created me in a perfect way. You know, when I say perfect way, God is perfect. He said he created us in his image and in his likeness. And God is perfect. So every situation in my life should, reflect or resemble that. It has to reflect the glory of God. And so if it's not reflecting the glory of God, then guess what I do? I take it back to God, the manufacturer. And I say, you know what? We're dealing with this right now and it doesn't feel good. It doesn't look good. What do we do with it? So that's that. And also I want to say that what you conquer matters more than what you ignore. What you conquer in life matters more than what you ignore. A lot of people think that by ignoring, by being silent, that they're wise. There are seasons where you have to be silent so you can hear clearly the instruction, of God, or what you need to do. But being silent all the time or choosing to be quiet about situations that you need to face, that's not good. That's not healthy at all. That's not, because you're killing yourself on the inside. You're literally dying on the inside and showing the world that you're fine, but you're not really fine. You need to face that, okay? And life will test you. Let me tell you, life will throw things at you to see if you are strong, if you are built to go to your next level in life. Life will throw challenges at you to see if you're prepared for the next phase of your life. You cannot just be promoted without being equipped for that promotion. So that's what it is, okay? So a setback is that challenge that you need to face, you need to conquer. Say, you know what? I'm not supposed to be here. Why am I here? And so you identify why you're here, why you're there. Is it you? Are you the common denominator? Or is it just the circumstances that you keep, that keeps reoccurring, those familiar things that you need to just challenge, whether it's in prayer or you're seeking a therapist rather, or just changing the environment altogether. What is it? So identifying that. And I want to say this, how you conquer or how you move out or bounce back from a setback is not by complaining. It's not by murmuring. It's not even by crying. People think that when they do that people, once people start feeling sorry for you, that they will help you. People can help you, but you need to help yourself. So complaining and murmuring, yes, we all do it. I also do it. But it doesn't mean that it's good. It doesn't mean that it's healthy. It's not healthy. You don't need to be doing that because you're not meant to be. People shouldn't feel sorry for you. People should celebrate you. You're not meant to be tolerated. You're meant to be celebrated. So put yourself every single time, set your mind to that place of celebration. Say, you know what, I need to conquer this so that I could be celebrated. We praise people who have paved the way. We praise people who have, conquered so many challenges, moved mountains. And when they were faced with those challenges, I'm sure a lot of people around them did not praise them. They were like, oh my God, I can't believe this person is going through this. I remember during COVID, I went through so much pain in my heart. I was dealing with a relationship issue and it was so painful. I just felt like being by myself, closing myself out, isolating myself from everything and everyone. I even stopped singing. I love singing, y'all. This is one of my passions. I stopped singing. I stopped going anywhere. I used to travel around the world ministering. I just looked at myself like I was not worth it because that relationship challenged me, challenged everything about me. And you know what? It was okay for me to be by myself, but it was not okay for me to stay there for too long. And I stayed there for like 2 years. And I promise you, it felt like death. When I came out of it, when I saw myself out of it, in fact, I even added weight when I came out. By the grace of God, he showed me so much, and we're going to discuss that. So this episode, I'm not going to talk about all of those things. We're going to take it bit by bit, y'all, bit by bit, how to bounce back from a setback. But I promise you that being isolated is not the solution. Stop feeling like being alone is the answer. It's not the answer. You need to, God wired you. God made you for people. God made you to be with people. God made you to be, in a place of fellowship, not in a place of isolation. Except you are going there to just clear your mind, just remove every voice, remove all the noises, and think clearly. If that's what you are doing, then that's fine. But if you want to stay there, complain, murmur, do whatever, cry like myself. I was crying myself to sleep every night. I didn't want to eat. I had no appetite for anything. And I know some people who don't eat and they still, add weight and still look healthy. I was not, like, because on the inside I was already torn. I was a mess. I was a mess, and I kept asking myself questions and not allowing the answers to come, because anytime the answer will come, I was not ready for the answer. I was not ready to face what actually was, you know, facing me, what was challenging me. I was not ready. I was in a denial space. Like a lot of you right now, you're in denial. You're feeling like this is not where I'm supposed to be. Why am I here? What put me here? Who put me here? Well, guess what? Stop asking yourself those questions, because you're just wasting time, and time waits for no man. Okay? Time waits for no one. So come out of that place of asking yourself questions and understand that you're there for a reason. If God has trusted you with that phase of your life, with that season, He can bring you out of it. You position yourself. You prepare yourself for the comeback. You start speaking positive words of affirmation, but we're going to go through it, okay, bit by bit. And like I said, once you have identified the issue, once you have identified what is it that is challenging you, that is causing you to have a setback, you have already solved half of the problem. I've already solved half of the problem. So you're already on your way to victory. You're already winning, because you have identified what it is that's facing you, that's challenging you. That revelation should be your fuel for completely dealing with that issue. It should be your drive, your passion, saying that, you know what, in this situation, in this marriage, in this business, this is what's happening. Let's discuss it. Let's talk about it. It is good. That's a healthy space to be. Okay? And I want to encourage you to reach out to someone. I had many people in my life who helped me during those times of challenges, those setbacks. I had coaches, I had ministers, and I had to really check who understood what I was going through. It's not just everyone that can handle what you're going through, including people who have been in your life, including family members. Some people think that family members, for every season of your life, for every challenge that comes your way, you run to the same source. You run to your parents, you run to your friends, you run to your fiance, you run to your pastors. Well, you need to ask God, who can handle this? Who can help me here? He always has someone that can help you. Listen, let me tell you something. You're not in this alone, and you will never be in it alone. But if you trust God, He will open your eyes to see who is it that you should be, reaching out to help you in that season. And just because He has sent someone to help you in that season doesn't mean that you brush off or you kind of ignore the other ones that have been in your life, except God tells you that they're not good for you, that they're toxic for you. Because some setbacks we face is because of our environment, because of people in our lives, and we need to bring ourselves out of those places. So meaning cut, those relationships, cut them off for a season, allow God to mature you, allow God to bring you out of it, allow God to make you understand why you went through it, come up higher, to a place of dominion, to a place of authority. Then maybe God, seeing that He can trust you now, you're more mature, He can maybe bring them back to you in a different season where He knows that you can handle those type of things a little bit, much better. So know that help is available. And if you can reach out to anyone, there are places, there are, like in the government, they have set up places where you can go. Don't be alone, and don't face this thing alone. And that's why I wanted to do this. I want to encourage you, to also pray. Pray about everything that goes on in your life. The Bible says in all things, in all seasons, in every situation, one must always pray and give thanks to God. God is always there. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode, the next time I come on here to talk about another tool that can help you to come out of a setback and bounce back in life. God bless you. Until next time, stay blessed.